and a chance for redemption perhaps for so many events that have slipped away for Team Liquid. It's going to be Dust2 to close it out. They'll start on the CT side, and we start now.
We absolutely do, Matthew, and Trace is right. This could be the absolute last map. Liquid have a massive advantage. They seem so solid on this map, and Fnatic shaky at best. They're making their way up towards short with 4 players. They don't have any utility apart from a decoy. They just have to run up and hope for the best here. CT's waiting for them, and that's the first headshot. Exists all onto the back as he holds off the flanks.
On a retake on Catwalk because they can't walk up the stairs and go against the pistols. That means going against Exist, and he does a fantastic job finding 3 kills in the process. JW now has bomb down, but Twist gets to the position first with the USP. Krim's forced off the angle. They have to play the long range. Twist versus Twist toward the boxes from Catwalk. Rotation as well from his teammates. Stewie's gone long.
What?
Twist found that so quickly. He's responded.
Well, they know
one-on-one.
They know exactly where he is.
Oh, my ace from Twist, and he's got the kid as well.
After Exist's challenge towards the mid doors, finding so many kills there, it looked like it was done. He got 3 in total, but Twist gets 5. Pinpoint accuracy, as usual, is what we've come to expect from this young man, and he really is firing on all cylinders now. Fnatic with a plan have the option to buy now, but that is frustrating at best. Fnatic are to be gutted they've given that one away.
A great start for Liquid, who have not had much success in the early pistols. Again, they stole back round 2 on overpass, but they failed to achieve that task even on the other 2 maps. So this is the first time in 4 they've had a 1-0 lead. Crims will take to Catwalk with the deagle, but the smoke comes down. He does not want to be isolated from it. Not Grace Green going through it. Didn't think he could get the jump on it. And Russell takes out Twists at long. And he's just also going to wait on the back of the smoke. He deployed and fires in, pre-fire to get out Brolan. So they're holding their nerve again to try and get round 2. Not an overly aggressive force from Fnatic, so they'll be ready to purchase in the next round. Keep that in mind as well, because the FAMAS, the Scout, 2 MP9s, bonus rounds aren't as applicable or viable on Dust2. There's just too much range.
You're right there. If they can farm enough money on these SMGs now, that would be great. Elise potentially overextends, but Naf, he'll take down Exist through the door there. That's going to be now a 4-on-2, and Twist will have the advantage towards top and middle. This guy is looking way too accurate to contain right now. And at this point, JW going to try and sneak the bomb plant down towards B. All he can really do is hope for the best. He'll have the deagle out. He knows they're coming towards him. Can't get the shot off in time, and it's Stewie to close out the round. But like he said, SMGs not that powerful. Well, I guess in some ways, luckily they lose a couple of those. They will bring out another rifle here. Round 3, all power for Twist, an early one as well. We'll see if Liquid want to invest any more. I've got Nap and the Scout still. This is a big round. Fnatic in the lead in terms of firepower. Liquid send 3 players towards long, and Chad did say Exist loves to go out of these mid doors quickly. Looks like that's exactly what he might have in mind. Actually jumps up towards short, and an ace splits looks likely.
Run boost for Brolan. Gives him the check toward Quad as well, but a counter smoke comes through. Twist just waiting to see if anyone will re-emerge from the mid doors. Crims backs off at long. He's forced to do so by Flames. And we'll look at all 3 facets of the map, because over at B, Nitro waits with the smoke. JW waiting with the AK. In mind for Liquid as well, this isn't just an IEM victory, but it also counts as one toward the Grand Slam, which in the bigger context is a prize I'm sure they would very much love to win, because what else would assert dominance on the scene?
Absolutely true there, Matt. Exist probes towards middle. The split looks very likely here. They've got 2 players contained within the B site, and it's going to be Stewie and Nitro.
In, Stewie's able to stay put. Nitro got a kill that looks like he was going to get more space from it, but they find both immediately after. It's JW that came in from the tunnels. It'll be the boost up toward Firebox, CT, a leash toward tunnels with Twist watching it. This is not an easy access. This is not a retake that looks even likely, and I think Liquid are willing to concede because they don't have much money saved up. They'll back away. So we'll go 2-1. 4 players stay alive for Fnatic. Twist will keep the AWP. JW with the AK. Oh, I thought was going to get the upper hand on Elige, but not to be. We'll talk about that Grand Slam as well. This was one of 4 that Astralis won last year to achieve that. This was also the event that was the catalyst for their run to take over and dominate 2018. So it would be great for Liquid to take this event in their feather and put it in their cap and try and do the same. Especially if Astralis is going to skip out on events and not be there. Great chance to win more.
Fnatic with the beat split. Efficient stuff, good flashbangs, nice timings. We'll see able as enough to get a full buy out here on the Liquid side. The scout for Naf, 1 for Mass and Stewie 2K, and then 3 full rifles there with the AUG and 2 M4s. It's Stewie alone towards B at the very start. He has been known to be anchors at B bomb sites before. Let's see whether we can keep it up. Nitro flashes over, but Twist holds his nerves, pulls the trigger, and manages to get the opening pick there. Is there a reaction now from the CTs? They need to reclaim territory. They're spread thin. 2 players towards short, maybe going to be flashed through. We will see.
It's a risky position, but it's a great one for the headshot on Xbox. Crims could cause problems, though. He swings the headshot for Broland instead. Look how low he went. I think he was dinged twice on that. The first one came through the edge of the wall, so we get put down to 10 overall. Now back toward mid. Stewie fence. Off angle. Off chance. It works. The one thing that could foil that is a mid-split through doors. He sits wide open if they arrive first. If they put smokes down, though, to help their entry, it could aid Stewie, because he can then use them in reverse. Twist will go, Crims will drop. And Stewie was found immediately. Again, vulnerable from that position. There was no way he could defend off that angle. So another bomb plants on B, another round for Fnatic. They won't go for this on the Liquid side.
Certainly won't. The split towards B successful once again. Opening pick this time as Fnatic. Slow default, holding towards long, and his Twist to open things up. They headed towards short. Good flashbangs enabled them to take down a couple more players, and Stewie isolated alone in the B bomb site. He was good for one, tried to do his best to be scrappy as he wasted by the B tunnels, but wasn't quite enough for the FAMAS. And now Fnatic starting to solidify their chances here to keep 4 players up and start to whittle away at the cash.
I said this was one for Astralis in the Grand Slam. I stand corrected. It's actually the one following. This was the last they lost. This was the last event that FaZe won before Astralis went on that run. That's right.
Exist was in that team.
It's a good point. Standing in, as it were.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Chrome and App before that, and then Exist came in for a period of time. And now you got to wonder what's going to happen with that FaZe core, because that was the last event they won. It's a lot of lights.
It's quite the glow.
But it certainly triggered the domino effect for Astralis following after. Exist with the smoke back toward mid, perhaps the flash over. Twist can't find the shot. Smoke down to cross. Fast push again from Elige this time on Catwalk. He's one of the 2 rifles, so they want to get the rifles to find the kills early. JW sneaking up from lower. He's got to be a little bit careful with how that smoke's played. Twist with the deagle. Oh, couldn't quite find the first shot. Crims did a double take to find him again.
Good flashback as well. Long control granted to Fnatic. JW, the player to hold towards lower B, making sure no one can flank and get intel. Holding behind those mid doors now. Fnatic, great position. They've got the first kill. Full on control here, still the majority of their utility as well. The Molotov out towards that car and follow it up with some spam as well. It's a very penetrable object. Nitro only has the USB towards short, and Fnatic are just waiting for a mistake.
Smokes down. Crims. Tagged already to 32. Naf's got the only rifle left. Roland tagged on the cross, though, by him. And Naf tried to sneak up and capitalize on that. What a shot of response. Twist got the up just from long onto him before he could find his teammate. And now Nitro, desperate to stay alive, has nowhere really to go behind the boxes. Fnatic will take a lead. And they've been very convincing in doing so. They've kept multiple players alive in each instance, now giving themselves a massive bet of rounds in terms of money. 8,700 for Exist. Doesn't need to buy yet. He's on the high side. No one below $3,000.
Absolutely true. Fnatic with the lead for now. Liquids will scrape together a buy. No kits once again. Naf with no utility whatsoever. Not sure what happened there. You see the fast play towards short, trying to keep it very fast paced here. Crims will be leading the charge, 4 players behind him. So this is the beauty of Dust2. You can just choose areas of the map for a couple of flashes over. If you hit your shots, it can be enough. Here are the flashes.
No land first. Already up though, Elige. He'll counter off the ramp. Nafs wants to get baited in. They have a feeling he's here, and Crims finds the shot. Elige wasn't close enough, but he is now. JW drop bomb as well. Damage through the smoke on a twist on Cat. He knows Crims is on the other side of the box, but Jack in the Box played it right timing to the tune, and he comes up to get the headshot in return. Not out of the woods yet though. Crims on 2 and Twist on 22. The Op's gonna have to hit something stunning towards Stewie if they want any chance of getting this bomb recovered and planted.
Now at this point, they're waiting for any probing CTs to let themselves know. Stewie will be the first to go down. That's a mistake from him. There's no chance of the plant coming in. He's actually offered himself up for free there. The flame's decent though. Crims, he's in trouble. He's isolated. They could pull this one back, you know. They're so low, and it's actually a 2 versus 1 in their favor. Twist spots one towards the smoker, sure, but I feel like Crims has done it. That is a disastrous round from Liquid. They had that one. It was theirs. Stewie pushing short by himself for no real reason. The bomb wasn't being planted. He had no reason to push that.
It was 24 HP versus about 300, and they pulled it off. That, again, it started with the op. Twist had to hit that, but you're right, Stewie didn't need to push. They had, I mean, where were they going to go? There was no way out of sight. This was a good shot as well to read the fact that maybe there was a chance they could sneak up. Twist wanted to play the off angle to catch out Twist on the repeat. But Exist again gets toward the long cave. That's pushed Liquid on their back foot yet again. Last round bonus will be built up. That's 4 rounds straight, so this will be the 5th. And they'll buy the next round. They'll have enough for the op as well. But for now, it's just pistols. Damage out of JW, but more to Nitro in return. And they'll back off Catwalk as a result. Nitro actually took that through mid. So I think Crims got a shot into him, but JW punishes Elige, who stuck around a little bit too long on Cat. Does the same to Naf. He might do the same on a Twist. I think that's the shot of the CZ now, and AK picked up as well, and Stewie gets close to the mid doors to try and protect him should anyone have wanted to capitalize on the fact he was going for the gun, but they've got long, they've got the sight. Twists with the T-side smoke almost to get back in. And Brolan will watch it. He will guard that position so that they can't deny the plant, which will happen now.
Yeah, nothing can really be done about this. Twist has an AK short, but they are completely locked out of the scenario. Brolan waiting for them to see if they can get through this smoke. Of course, they have no kit. They have no utility. They're trying to find any kills they can. Smoke still holding them at bay, and Brolan realizes he might as well get to the safety of Goose. They'll hold that position. Smoke flashbang towards the CT spawn area. And Twist will just hold on to the AK. Gotta say, Liquid now starting to look a little bit shaky. When the pressure's on, when they're close to winning the trophy, that's when the mistakes start to show themselves. Twist will hold on to the AK now, but it's gonna be 5-2 in favor of Fnatic. Simple but effective approach so far, mainly focusing towards that A-bomb side the last few rounds. And it is gonna be 5-2. And round number 8's coming in. And the money's actually pretty decent now. Liquid can bring out the double orb setup. Nafly looks like he'll be the one to hold on to one of them along with Stewie. No Nitro orb here. Need to start showing us what they're made of on this map. It's starting to fall apart now.
Stewie and Nitro cross with the smoke down. No one really goes for the particle nade. The frag nade that people used to use to try and distract people enough, to deter them enough on vision. Stewie, good read. Crims this time is the one going for the door. It wasn't Exist, but the rest are in the tunnels. And with Stewie getting that shot on doors, there was a slim opportunity where they could have rushed to isolate Nitro, but they weren't certain as to whether or not Stewie was the second at B or the third in mid. So no overcommitment from Fnatic. Boost attempt. Nitro spots it, takes out JW, nearly got a chance to find the booster as well. That's Twist, he's down low. Elige, knowing that they're in the tunnels, has pushed out Catwalk and smartly backs off, having found 1 kill. No overcommitment from Liquid so far.
This is much better from them. Stewie's orb opened things up. There's have to Twist and Exist now to try and get Fnatic back in this one. I'm not sure it's even possible. They do have smokes and a Molotov. At least try and cause some financial ruin to the North Americans, but here comes Twist. A calculated push from Long has got them a ton of information. Great shot from him as well. That's much more like it. And it will be the Swedish Twist now to push towards the A-bomb site. Gonna look for a plant here if possible. Ideally the opening pick, but it looks like he's out of time. Elige will take him down. It's a clean sweep there for Liquid. As their double orb setup seems to be very strong indeed.
And puts them back to 4 rounds on the lost bonus. So even though it doesn't have a reset effect, it's the CT side, and they weren't doing well with money. So very important that they kept all 5 up. Double up to contend with. Lots of money still for Fnatic. I believe there's another AK down on the ground right now, so they'll have a full buy, but the timeout called. And it's Fnatic to do so.
Absolutely right there. Looking at the scoreboard, the very top is Twists. He's at 10-3. JW at the very top for Fnatic. We haven't seen him really pop off on this map just yet. It's Twist who's actually using the AWP on the T side for now. JW, AK on the ground. Remember against NIP, who really saw some fun approaches there. The auto snipers were out there. It was a lot of fun to be had. Hasn't got to those levels just yet. Got a subdued game, but here comes that fast mid approach. Potentially Chad was talking about it. Indeed, they'll go through. Stewie's ready for it, but misses the shot.
Roland opening it up. Stewie tried to do the same as last time, but so quick through. Nade comes in behind them, does damage to JW most notably, but he's going to sit and watch anyone that dare rotate in, and no one will. Liquid's backing out again. Great response from Fnatic, but they need the money. Again, they are still on the 4th lost bonus, so they'll be able to buy in the next round should they save these, and at least make sure that they at least get another kill, but it's going to go 6-3 in favor of Fnatic. You'll get more gun rounds, but you're going to get more saves along the way. Fnatic are looking all right so far on Dust2, I have to say.
Fast-paced gameplay. Stewie knew it was coming as well. One shot cost him the round, essentially. If he goes down, they lose the AWP presence, and that's when Fnatic can really punish the B bomb site. Nothing Nitro could do. Single hold that, and it's Fnatic to actually extend their lead now. It's going to be 6-3 on the T side. There is plenty of cash for the CTs, of course. Their lost bonus is there. They've got 2 AK-47s on the defense. All will be saved as well, so they're still doing okay. Early stages here. Fnatic, though, with a great start. This is what they needed. And they did give up the pistol as well. They managed to win on a spree of 5 rounds in a row before Liquid had an answer. They're back to their winning ways here. Round 10, double orb set up again. Naf and Stewie.
And it was the fast play after a timeout as well, which sometimes is misleading because a timeout you want to think they're going to change it up, but fast was exactly what they're doing. That's exactly what Naf's doing. Up on Broland. A great call and a good boost. Gets an op into position. JW knows well, but it works for Liquid, and he's even going to hold the angle.
Yeah, that's great. I like it, though. Ooh, the flashbang is very effective. He should be happy with his opening pick. Now he's been flashed off the angle. Not worth the repeat. Hold up in the 5-on-4. Take that advantage. And back into the crossfires. His job is done as far as Naf is concerned.
Twists. Is it long? Elige, Car, Naf, A. It's your default. No rotation through middle just yet. Good nade. Crim's down to 60. Naf still playing on the wall. Tough position to be in. Can't quite drop as effectively. Still can. Can also rotate back toward the boxes. This puts him well past the mark. Wide of where they expect him to be, and he has to get to the wall. He couldn't quite get there. The flash caught him off. So Elige still has work to do, and with Flames both on the site and on the ramp, he has nowhere to run. Deep flash, he's holding, expecting him to be closer, but they've not made much progress on the Fnatic side, and Elige spots one in the box. Doesn't need to re-peek it, knows it's very likely the op. High flash. Does at least force Twist to move. Gives Elige a chance to go up further, so his head shows, but knows the op's going to be resetting, and it's spotted Twists. He's got the angle on him instead. Elige gave him the information, that's all he needs, and he'll go hunting for the other 3.
Really, really nice stuff there. The CTs do hold strong. It all started with a Naf-like gambit towards a short area. He manages to get the opening frag, and at that point, Fnatic didn't really have much of a response. They do get the bomb planted, but it looked incredibly comfortable, I have to say. Twist with that AK-47 just hits absolutely everything. Such a strong player, one of the best aimers in North America, and you can see why. As soon as he gets the AK, that's when it all starts to fall apart. Money available.
Twists, get across. Twist already get with the op. Still trying to fire in. We haven't seen too many cross kills at this event, which in some ways doesn't bother me. I know it's a feature of Dust2, and it always has been, but
yeah,
it's a massive hindrance for the CT side. It's fun to watch, but it's certainly punishing early and hinders the round. Twists, very limited, still gets one on Crims. The pistols, excuse me, the AKs rather couldn't do much with it. The flashes get Twists back out.
Oh!
He is on 32 HP, but it's another 3-kill round for him, and Broland's the last alive suddenly on Catwalk.
That is absolutely sick. And will be a 3K from the pit, and Liquid really back on their feet at this point. Fnatic had a nice flurry of rounds, but Broland, he's almost got no chance in this 1 minute. The bomb's down towards long. Look at the top left of the radar. You can see all the corpses around Twist. Broland's just hoping he can find a rotating player, but they'll just hold all the main choke points here. No one's really hunting. Broland, 3 kills, 7 deaths. Seeing if he can find anything here. Any way to make a dent in this round. This could be the start of it. Long doors, good shot. Twists, maybe a little bit too aggressive considering he had the bomb. Smoke down in turn. Broland will see if there's a response. Maybe someone will spam the smoke. Maybe Pro behind him. He has no utilities. He just has to walk out here and hope for the best. At this stage, he might just be saving the AK. 15 seconds remaining, heading towards spawn. It means he gets no money. In terms of that loss bonus, it's only at the first stage, so it makes sense he saves the AK. Crims is going to get $1,900 on top of his 7K. So if Broland saves this, he'll actually have a buy. This is the correct call instead of going for it. So there it is. Crims will be able to drop even 2 AK-47, so they're absolutely fine if they need them. Broland with $800, he can buy himself a smoke and a couple of flashbangs.
Torch is lit, we're within 1. Liquid pulling back on Fnatic. Full buy either side again. Twist did so well inside of the pit, and you can't just give all the credit to him. The fact that Elige got there so quickly, flashed him back into position, found to kill himself. That enabled the freedom of movement for Twists. Broland already inside of the tunnels. This round wants to try and peek toward Cat. There's been a lot of aggression there, but the Xbox smoke that they continue to throw, although it benefits them to move up closer as well, means that it also allows Liquid to not be spotted from the underhalls, the tunnels. Broland has now gotten all the way up and around. He's got to be very careful. 2 players here. But Twist has a nade in his hand, so Elise is going to need him to get the gun ready. He's stuck in behind the stairs, and Twist is ready indeed. Molotov even to hold them off, but Elise is stuck. He can't get out cleanly. Smoke went down instead. The Molotov wasn't deep enough. They would have been able to spot him, but they get away. It's back over toward B instead. Nitro and Stewie, they haven't been tested together on this site in a while. And when they are, it's so far so good as Nitro finds 2 after Stewie opened it on the op.
Really solid hold again. Liquid, after taking a battering in the first few stages, really look like the better team now. It's going to be 6-6 and money starting to run very thin indeed for Fnatic. They're averaging around $3,000 because this is the very top of 4K. This has to be a partial buy, I would say, at the very most. They've got 3rd stage loss bonus here. Well. Liquid have a chance to take the lead in what could be the final map. Currently sat at 17 kills. Is Twists. And he's one of the players that has been guilty in the past of underperforming the grand finals they've attended. Anything but. In this particular map, he looks absolutely terrifying.
Coming into this map, by the way, just in the finals alone, despite the massive whiff, should we call it that, from Elige, he had the highest kills and highest ADR of all 10 players, so he's had a spectacular finals as well. Woo. But you're absolutely right about Twists this time. 4 toward BJW at the doors. The only gun, the only rifle, that's for Crims. He's alone. He got pushed in before the flames, found only 1. It is available for them to pick up on entry, and Broland wants to capitalize, but how does Stewie find the 3rd? Hard enough to get the headshot over top the half wall, but the 3rd as well, and oh my, it's still a 2-on-2, but the round, is it done? Twist pushing through, they've got the AK, they've got the op, they've got the B site.
Well, this is the final boss of Team Liquid, 2 versus 1, and Twists has got a smoke and a flashbang. He can smoke the tunnel if he so wishes, but no one's there. It's going to be JW on low HP making his way towards the big box. Twist will challenge, but the other Twist will take him down. Stewie 2K had to work so hard for that as well. How he even gets the 3rd kill, I couldn't tell you. Round 14, money definitely there, but Stu will be gutted they couldn't convert that one. I'm sure this is the replay, and indeed it is. Overwhelmed, and the 2nd shot was brilliant, but this was an absolute masterclass to get the 3rd. This is how it's done. What the hell is that?
Whoa. Twist, that's the closest he's come. He even knew it. He saw the player. He saw them jumping. So it's Nitro and Stewie again. Different setup. Stewie won't be directly inside of the site. He is waiting for the mid-doors pressure, which Fnatic hasn't applied as much in the later stages of this half. But they lead it with 7 rounds. And if they win this one, there's potential they go 9-6 because there's not a lot of money left over for Liquid. Solid job by JW to get the opener, and now Broland takes doors. Not without a cost. Smoke goes through. Bounce smoke as well. It actually landed on the box above, so they've got to redress that, and Elige was a little bit late to identify the missed throw. Stewie's late to hit the shot. Broland gets him, and Nath fired through the wickets, it seemed, through the legs. And they have to back off and save. So it's 8 for Fnatic no matter what.
Another B split that looks very successful there for Fnatic. A bit of an issue for Liquid now. Their money is an absolute issue for them. Now for the AWP and Twist of the M4, but Fnatic just a simple approach and a very special player in the form of Broland that's able to crack open bomb sites like there's no tomorrow. JW, the AWP as well, seems like he's back. And Crims is on the hunt. He knows how valuable these frags are at this stage. It's a common position to hold behind these long doors if he's saving a weapon. He eradicates that threat with the Molotov. And there are CTs on the other side. They're just a little bit further, but he can't really justify going through the door. Twist is feeling brave. The HE surely takes him. Oh, touchdown from JW. And it's Naflight to hold on to the AWP. And it looks like he's absolutely fine, but this is an expensive one. And they go into round number 15. And Fnatic knew if they could take at least one of those weapons away, there'd be almost nothing left on the CT side. They're absolutely correct as they take the half victory here. Liquid might struggle to close out this 4th map. They'll buy up what they can. Final round of the first half, and the 2 AWPs for Fnatic here, looking for damage through the door. Nothing inflicted. No auto snipers this time. Broland could have brought one out for the final round. And it's Elige. Famas, not the most ideal weapon for that encounter. He does decent damage, but not enough to get a frag yet.
Twist is holding. Stewie's so close. Run and gun potential, Stewie. We saw even Naf on overpass elect to use the pistol to catch off Twist's aim. He baits it out. That's where the CZ's good, but he didn't punish him enough. Push in a little bit more. That last 7 HP falls. A very different round, because then you've got an AWP perhaps in the hands of the CTs at long as well. Pistols can't quite do it instead. Damage again onto Exist. They're so low. 3 players. 4 if you want to include Broland are so low, and JW does well to get away from the flames.
So low indeed. JW, you know he's going to hit that shot though. That's his bread and butter. Exist, he's got the information there towards middle, but taken down, 4-on-2, still a huge advantage here for Fnatic. The bombs planted today, CTs look isolated. They've got threats towards lower B as well. They know JW's there, and he's wasting so much of their time. He gets another kill, insult to injury, and Fnatic have brought it back. It was looking so good for the comeback there from Team Liquid. They looked like the better team in the mid stages, but Fnatic now hitting all the shots, applying the pressure, and running around as a wolf pack. Could this be enough to take us to the 5th map? You'll have to find out after this break.
things out lately. No matter if I try too hard, nothing's ever enough, baby. No, I don't care too much. I don't care too much. As long as I can keep you by my side. I don't care too much. We got time, no rush. In your eyes, I always see there is something meant for me. In your eyes, I always feel different. Tell me everything's alright. Life is just a bunch of faces, and if it's not, we'll still be fine. I know we're going places. I don't care too much. I don't care too much. As long as I can keep you by my side. I don't care too much. We got time, no rush. In your eyes, I always see there is something meant for me. In your eyes, I always feel different. In your eyes, I always see there is something meant for me. In your eyes, I always feel different.
Fnatic this time of the 9-6 lead. That's what Liquid had last time when they swapped over to the T side of Mirage. Fnatic are showing a little bit more on Dust2 than perhaps Liquid was ready for. Twists was dominating. He sits 17-7, but it highlights, and Naf on 3 as well, by the way, playing in support in that role, but highlights how much they went toward B. And Stewie and Nitro, they gave it their all, but they couldn't quite hold them off enough for how fast they exploited middle.
Yeah, that B split, like Chad pointed out, very quick one. As usual from Exist, was difficult to contain. Brolan hitting all the shots they came through, and just couldn't fend them off. Needed more adjustment. Will be Liquid now on the T side. I see Stewie making his way through lower B. They've got the Xbox smoke down, but Brolan more than ready to duel as they flash over middle. Great flash, but can't quite find the headshots. They're already real damage, but a second bite of the cherry. Brolan, he'll find 3 in total. That is something quite special. He is relentless in his efforts towards short, and he is rewarded. 3 headshots, bomb down, and pretty much round secure.
What a gamer.
Absolutely.
What a baller this guy is. Stewie's gonna go through middle and try and pull this backy and Naf. For whatever it's worth, Exist is still inside of the site. JW, Firebox can swing out of the direction. That's what he's waiting for. They have the bomb at Catwalk. They've left it there. Naf does so. Looking for a peek. He's actually going to drop. That'll kill off JW. It's a good team play. They knew that he was in there and they pinch him. Stewie goes back for the bomb instead. And they'll work the A site, one on ramp. I think the better call is to back off this, but how do they go about it? Because Naf doesn't have a smoke to hold off CT, which means he's trapped in there. Whether they went to A or back toward B, he was going to be spotted by one direction or the other. And Exist makes no mistake to find him first. Stewie's left it with a 1-on-4.
If he can get the bomb down, that'll be a success in its own right, but it's going to be Brolan with 4 kills in total. I love his confidence, man. The fact that he missed those first few shots, you think most players will fall back. They know I'm there. He gets a flash again and goes around the corner, gets 3 headshots, and he just looks so calm about it as well. Remember, he's so young, and is playing at this sort of level, making these plays in a grand final against one of the world's best teams. This sort of talent doesn't come around every single day. Absolutely phenomenal. So no bomb planted in the full eco for Liquid here. One Deagle, a P250, no armor, no nades, and looks like they'll just be going through the mid doors.
Can they take it with the same speed that Fnatic did? Back toward Cat instead. Crims is the first they'll run into. Crims does have the FAMAS at range. Opposing to what Liquid did, they actually go for more rifles, so 2 FAMASes rather than the MP9s. And I touched on the fact that holding on to those SMGs on Dust2, you want to play areas like long, cover off on the ramp towards shorts. There's so much more distance to cover, open areas and angles to cover that the SMGs are not as viable. So they've prepared that if they win this round and they do it efficiently, they at least have rifles to go against what will be AKs in the next.
Definitely. At this point, he's trying to deny the plant. Twist is doing a great job of finding damage. He's hoping a tag connected, but the grenade does, with the bomb should be planted here. Twist is a very strong sniper, and at this point, probably just wants to wait for his teammates to turn up. They are going to win the round, Fnatic, but Liquid will be happy the fact the bomb goes down. That enables him to get an extra $800 per player. Nice shots from Nitro, not quite enough. That's about 3 dinks to the Glock there as we close things out. It is a clean sweep, but like we said, the fact the bomb is planted is a success for Liquid. They can even afford an AWP if they really wanted to on their T side now. I'm not sure they will. They don't necessarily rely on the AWP. But a map like Dust2, you never know. It'll just be a glass cannon that's not really required at this stage. Fnatic up 2-0, but things could change here. We have 2 FAMASes, a Scout, a UMP. Only Brodan with the AUG. JW's top fragging for Fnatic right now, and Twist still on 17 kills. He's been stuck there for about 5 rounds now.
They play for the IEM Championship trophies. Again, goes toward the Grand Slam as well. Fnatic might be forcing out a 5th map, might even be denying Liquid a chance to get 1. Chances Liquid have had many times before, and Crims with 2 at long gun round already going their way as well. We mentioned the fact that they didn't go to SMGs. FAMAS shows us why. 12-6, and this puts a lot of pressure on Liquid. Inferno is the 3rd map, or excuse me, the 5th map, the final map.
Yeah, might be going there at this point. Only 1 kill found and a lot of damage inflicted to the Team Liquid offense. Naf's down to 34, Stewie just under 70. And upper B control for Brodan. He's actually managed to sneak his way through. And he's actually got a ton of information here. He's going towards T spawn, so they know it's going to be an A-side attack at this point. And you'll see the adjustments come through momentarily. Incendiary's thrown to buy some time to get closer to the choke point. AWP rotates out of the B-bomb side. That's actually a Scout and Twist, I beg your pardon. 50 seconds here as they wait for the smoke to go down and they can make their next move.
Crims tries to sneak back in. Couldn't do it. Elige catches him off for it. That brings it back to a 3-on-3. It's Stewie. He'll be held off by the Molotov. That's only about a 7-second duration. That'll give them about 25 to work the site. But Brolan, man, oh man, every time, isn't it? Every single time he knows when to push, knows how to do it, and knows how to get behind, and he'll do the same. With the bomb going down, exists with all 3. Brolan's not required.
Wow, this is one of the best tournaments Exist has played in some time.
He was fragging in Shanghai as well.
Yeah.
He had some huge clutches. He didn't have quite the consistency that he's had here. I agree, this has been a better overall affair, but he definitely showed signs of it in China. So he has stepped up individually.
Really cool stuff. 3K famous spray down, 12-6. Another eco on the cards here for Liquid. Scouts and Eagles coming out. Time running out. 5 maps looking likely at this stage. It's going to take a massive resurgence to get them back into it. They just don't look up for it. We've seen it on Dust2 before. In grand finals with Team Liquid, it's a map we know they can play well. When they get to this point, that's when it seems to look a little bit slow. Clutches go against them, money starts to drain, and morale does as well. Exist just punishes them here. He's playing in front of the barrel, as you can see. All the bullets through the smoke, the tracers making themselves known. Jumpy knows they're real close now to finding success in the 4th map and taking us to Inferno. Glocks Scouts, Steagles, really not looking good for Liquid.
Box boost long. If they push through this time, they'll certainly get caught off by it. Stewie will back away to go get the bomb and spawn. Pistols again for Liquid. Ooh, that gun barrel's there. That's the invitation Naf needed, but JW spots it and gets away as well. I don't think I've seen too many players actually check that corner.
Right. It can be such a fantastic spot as well. But if they've watched the demos of Liquid, they'll know the tendencies. They know it's a spot they like to use, and it's worth a check. So that's exactly what JW will do. Objective here, get that bomb planted. They were successful before. Twist this time with the AWP, avoiding the flashbangs. But it looks like a plant is certainly available here. Maybe a bit more. The fact they have a couple of deagles, maybe they can do something with this. Unlikely, but we'll see what they can do.
Zist. He still waits underneath in CT. Bomb already planted. He wants to try and swing back into it. Elige, though, that catwalk has to hold him off. Can't do it with just the deagle. Now they're surrounded. JW's already close. Distractions from Spawn. Line up, but he's got to go to the pistol. Twist gets one more, but burns alive. He could not get away. And they swarm the site, but at least give Liquid a little bit of a chance to build up money by having the bomb go down. 3 to go, and we find Inferno.
It feels like a certainty now. Liquid just can't get going here. They haven't got a single round in the second half so far. It's 4-0 to Fnatic on their CT campaign. But here comes the AWP on the T side. It's Nitro that's been quiet here, 5-14. Naf as well, 4-11. Round 20, Crims looking happy with the situation. Spamming their ults as they cross over. I like that. JW's had enough of it though, even though he's tagged up. He still wants to go as he takes Sui down. Exposes his head, and JW rips it clean off. Oh, wow. This is looking good now. We've talked about this double orb setup before, and you see it in its true power there. 5 versus 3. Liquid surely done for here.
I would certainly sense that. You could be right. It doesn't look like there's much hope to get back into this. Twist at least gets long. Elige with him. Bomb still down toward the doors. Crims is going to play very passively towards CT. Just watching aggressively on catwalk, though. That's why. You don't need to be aggressive on both sides of A. One or the other will do. You can play the retake and hold the positions. Elige will clear the car on the way by. First smoke in. Second one follows. Flash on top of it. Elige over first. Flash high. Game likely. Oh no, bomb down from Cat. Elige gets the shot back, but they've got to gather the bomb. It's inside the smokes. How did they sneak in with 3 players on the other side? Make it just 1. 2 of them are going to rotate back toward Catwalk, so there's a chance. Molotov to hold them away. But Naf's watching and realizing with the smoke gone, their chances of just to get that bomb is more difficult. Elige at least fires back in with the creep. And he'll get a plant because they're just far enough away.
So Elige will do what he can here. Very well versed the Krieg, but he has got presence from long as well. That's going to be Brolan. He surely can't do anything with this. It would have to be something tremendous. Flames come in just to make things even more uncomfortable for him. He's got no utility himself. Needs to start finding headshots here, but Exist will continue his brutal rampage here on Dust2. And that's another round on the board for Fnatic and Liquid. Sure, they get the plant. They have maximum loss bonus, but they are running out of time. It goes 14-6 now, 2 rounds away from Inferno. Why there for Fnatic? Of course, with the double orb setup now, Liquid will scrape together what they can as they take the time out of this stage. Still in this one. They can bring it back, but they need to work out how they're going to operate on this T side. It's looking very flat right now. Still yet to post a round. 5-0 down.
Definitely not the game we expected from Liquid. Just haven't been able to get the ball rolling. Certainly haven't been able to string momentum together. 4 from 5 rounds in the first half is the best they've had. They've got none so far in this second half. Single op for Stewie.
Cool.
That was so stunning from JW to read that they've gone into dark in towards suicide.
The fact he'd already been tagged as well, he has the audacity to even challenge that angle. It's quite impressive, I have to say. Like we mentioned earlier, JW of old comes to mind. You don't see many CTs challenging that angle. Twist gets away with it. It's Team Liquid pick up the pace here. LE's trying to crack open the short part of the map, but they detect it. They all throw the incendiary to hold him off. And the default now will have to slow right down. Nitro jumps across, trying to spot any CT players. Thumb down towards T-Spawn right now. Stewie holding that position.
Stewie. They had the right guess, but looked away from it too soon. They're looking a little bit antsy on the Liquid side. Down a man early again. This would concede map series tying point. We mentioned it, you and I, we have a tendency to cast the ones that go all 5 maps.
I think we're going to be there again. I'm getting almost deja vu from this one. It's reminiscent of the New York
It
Grand
is,
Final.
and I believe it was almost the same win order. 1, 2, 2, 1. And the one being Mouse Sports in the final map. Late in the game, it was Chris J with the ace that killed the economy and really drove it home against Liquid.
Yeah, Liquid, after the slow start, to be fair, after overpass there, it felt like they sorted their issues out, but JW, he's giving them more and more. They're not checking the position at long. This is a clean sweep by the looks of things to find map point and pretty much locking us in. Twisty trying to close it out in style. I wanted it to hit. It's not going to happen. We're going to have to settle for our usual shot. They could throw it away here.
Oh, my.
Oh, they're
Oh,
not
my.
doing it, are they?
The jump shots were a little bit too bold. They get there in the end from Catwalk. They can laugh it off only because they won. But they certainly did give him a chance at it.
Oof.
He has been the chance Liquid have had. He sits on 22. The next is Elige on 12. He's 3 higher than that of JW, who's the highest on Fnatic. So he's the only one that showed up so far for Liquid.
Indeed. Very quiet game. Does not bode well for Liquid going forward. We've always talked about their issues in grand finals, and the scenes we're witnessing right now suggest this trend could continue. What is Brolan up to? He's rushed T-Spawn on the CT side, through the mid doors. 4 of them in B tunnels. This is done, Matt. There's no way they can hold this off. He's got all the information in the world.
Yep, and he'll keep going. They're gonna be locked in too. Smoke's down.
They're falling back with the bomb. He could get that early.
Ooh, but he could also be overcommitted to looking at the lower tunnel spotted. And Naf saves it. That was the round. That was it. Brolan gets that bomb down. And there's so little work left to do for Liquid. Now at least they get it to 4-on-4, but Twist looking high, realizes they've cut back through the tunnels and through the doors. He gets 2. It's only that, though. Nitro able to open it up. They can try and exploit B. That requires Naf being absolutely perfect. And Crims has the shot. And the bait pulls out. Bomb dropped. Just Nitro. Inferno looking like it is mandatory. And Liquid now have to realize it's a must-win series. They cannot fall victim again. They cannot let Fnatic come back all the way. 16-6. We have 5 maps.
There wasn't a single analyst who thought Fnatic had what it took on Dust2 to get us to Inferno. Liquid starting to fall asleep here. I can't really explain why. The fragging potential's dropped off. Naf finishes with 5 kills. Nitro is 6. Stewie doesn't break double digits on a map like Dust2 as well. They've got the perfect team, the perfect recipe to be strong at this map. And we know Fnatic, yes, they have strong aimers as well, but their preparation and strategic approach hasn't looked great on Dust2 recently. But there it is. Liquid will have to get it done on Inferno. But Fnatic, they also have a perfect chance now to do it themselves.